Next up, Brookie, we have the Evernew 50th anniversary van. Now, I'm really interested to see how this goes because, let's face it, the Evernew are probably the oldest manufacturers in the competition. So.
I did hear it's got a tower up.
I know! Which means that all towers are dry. Let's have a look at the van.
See what the judges say. Do they like it?
I like it.
Of course you do.
These guys they're set up for bike riding.
Yeah, this is the Evernew 50th anniversary van, and yeah, it's well set up for the couple that own it. They've got the great tower rail, as we've mentioned, and they've also got a bike rack, which is rated to carry 2 bikes.
Now, what about a window in the front there, Laura? How do you feel about that?
I suppose it comes down to personal preference.
Yep.
This van does have, it's got a reasonable amount of windows. That's the bedroom at the front of the van there, and it does have quite large windows on either side.
Yep.
So you'd probably find you're not really going to miss the one at the front.
Yep.
If it was me, I'd probably prefer one, but
Okay.
as I said, it's personal preference.
I'm sure that, I'm sure you could probably option one here.
Yeah.
A van company's not going to say no, really. It
I
might
don't-
just cost you your time.
That's right. I don't think they'd say no to much.
Yeah. So, Malcolm, Evernew, they've been around for a while now.
They have indeed, a long time.
You bet. So if they don't know how to do it, they're never going to learn, are they? Let's face it, they must be doing something right.
Yeah,
because they're still around.
And this van shows in the way it's laid out, I think it's plenty of experience in it.
Something right.
Yeah,
because they're still up.
that's for sure.
It's a nice looking van. And interesting though, this is the first one that we've had a look at, and they've still got wood in it.
Yeah.
Isn't
It's interesting.
Isn't it strange?
Yeah.
There's some interesting bits on this van that are very traditional and harken back to a different age. I was talking to Laura and just like mentioning the towel racks, which you don't actually get much anymore, do you?
No.
Why do you think that?
I think, I guess times have changed, and when vans were used for a family holiday, of course, when you went to the beach, you needed tail racks all over the place. There's vans these days, they're built mostly for 2 people, and so we've moved on, I guess. Van manufacturers have moved on. Yeah.
Is it a sad thing? I think it is.
I think it is. I think it's handy if you're parked somewhere to have a bit of a drying rack somewhere.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw it, it took me back.
Yeah.
So Phil, this is probably the most hard-fought category, isn't it, really?
Yeah, the $65,000 to $80,000 category. So we've got 4 contestants here and 4 vans, and yeah.
Hard judging this one because this is one of the older vans in the competition, or one of the older van companies, isn't it?
Yeah, Evernew's got a long history in Australia, and also a really loyal customer base. You don't see that many Evernews for sale second hand because people hang on to them, and Evernew, from what we hear speaking to owners, they're really good with their customers. They look after them.
Now, Max, would I be right in saying that Evernew is probably the most established manufacturer in the competition?
Look, in terms of their longevity, absolutely. They have been around for 50 years now. This is 2013 is their 50th anniversary, and it's a 50th anniversary celebration caravan.
Oh, wow. Okay, so let's face it, if they're not good at it now, they're not ever going to be.
Well, word of mouth, as you know, Tim, is the best form of advertising. And I know that people who, and this is just a fact, it's just the way it is, people who buy an Evernew, they love their Evernew.
Okay.
You don't see many of them up for sale in the second-hand market, and that, to my mind, speaks volumes about the quality of the Evernew product. I mean, they know how to build a van. What I like about the Evernews, Tim, is the adherence, if you like, to traditional techniques. I mean, that's not to say they haven't moved with the times, because they have.
Yes.
They have. But you have a look inside, and there's this kind of traditional, very homely feel about the caravan. And I reckon that's what appeals to a lot of people.
Yeah, you bet. Well, out of in this whole competition, I believe there's only 2 with tail rails.
Look, if tail rails are important to you,
Well,
mate,
they are.
you're going to love this one.
you.